Hello and welcome to lesson 6.5. Find the percent of a number. Take a moment to try this solve and discuss it problem. Whenever you go into the store and you see something on sale, this is when you would use this process. Here's an example of a student's work. Did you come up with something similar? What did you come up with? Let's discuss and learn more. All right, we're going to look at example number 1. Estimate and find the percent. The 4th, 5th, and 6th graders at Great Oak School are taking a field trip. Of the 575 students attending the field trip, how many 6th graders? So looking at the pie chart, we have 4th graders, 5th graders, and 6th. So we can do this using a double number line diagram and a benchmark fraction equivalent to estimate 36% of 575. Well, the very first thing you have to do, just like we learned in the last lesson, is you have to round. So 36% is very close to 33 1/3, which would be 1/3. 576 is approximately 600. So you can estimate, just as they did showing a double number line, where 1/3 of 600 is approximately 200 6th graders. You can also do this using a calculator, and you can turn 36% into a decimal. Well, you know that 36% as a fraction would be 36 over 100, and 36 divided by 100 is indeed 0.36. Then you can simply, as they did, multiply this and get the exact number where 207 6th graders attend the field trip. So you'll notice your estimate is very close to your actual answer. All right, so the book shows us a double number line, but I'm going to show you another way to solve. So we're going to go over the equation part. It's important that you write this down. Over whole equals the percent over 100. This proportion will work to solve whichever you are looking for. So whenever you do this, you are going to cross multiply and or divide. So example number 2 is asking you to find the part. So if we don't have the part in our equation, we are going to put an x or a variable over that number. Then it says Dwayne plans to wallpaper 72.5%. Well, we know that his percent is 72.5 over 100 because 100 is in the equation. We also know it is of 60 square foot. The wall is 60 square foot, so the whole wall is 60. So in order to find the part, we are going to cross multiply 60 times 72.5 and then when you do that on your calculator, you get 4,350. Then you are going to divide it by 100, which is going to give you 43.5 square feet. So the part is going to be wallpapered 43.5 square feet. So whenever you're finding the part, Okay, so the first equation is this one right here. This is the proportion. So whenever you want the part, your part will be your variable, and you will take your whole times your percent and divide it by 100 when you're finding the part. When you're finding the whole, it's important you're writing these down. You will take the part times 100 and divide it by the percent. When you want to find the percent, you will take the part times 100 and divide it by the whole. So you have to read the problem and figure out what is it asking you for. So this says, what is 0.8% of 35? Okay, well, I know my whole is going to be 35. Okay, and the reason I know that is because it says, what is 0.8% of 35? Well, I know my percent is 0.8. So again, I'm going to cross multiply 35 times 0.8 equals 28. Then I have to divide that by 100. So my answer is going to be 0.28. All right, so on these particular problems, you have to know your equations. Please write the proportion and write the equations down. Back, remember, here's the equation for the percent. Part times 100. All right, let's try one more. On this one, we're looking for the percent. So going divided by whole. So in order to find the percent, we have part times 100 divided by the whole equals the percent. Okay? So we know what percent is 90, what percent of 92. So we know our whole is going to be 92. And we know our part is 11.5 times 100. So when you do this on your calculator and you take 11.5 times 100 gives you 1,150 divided by 92. You come up with 12.5%. Okay, so if you take these equations, you read what you're talking about, take the information you have, plug it in. You can also do this with a double number line if that makes more sense to you. Let's try the last one. You're looking for the percent. Okay, so you're looking for the percent of 120 is 72. So your whole is 120 because it's of 120 is 72. So 72 times 100. So in your calculator, 72 times 100 is 7,200 divided by 120 equals 60%. You must, notice, you must, when it's asking you for the percent, you have to write the percent sign or it's incorrect. That concludes our lesson for the day.